In the quiet town of Ravenswood, there stood an old Victorian mansion that had long been abandoned. Its windows were shattered, and the once grand structure now bore the scars of neglect. Among its dilapidated rooms there was a peculiar mirror, untouched by time. Legend had it that the mirror held a secret, a dark secret that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to venture into the mansion. One fateful night, a group of friends, drawn by the allure of the supernatural, decided to explore the mansion and uncover the truth behind the mirror's ominous reputation. As the group entered the mansion, the air seemed to thicken with an eerie stillness. The floorboards creaked beneath their feet as they cautiously made their way through the dimly lit corridors. The only source of light was the pale glow of the moon filtering through the broken windows. They reached a room at the end of the hallway, and there it stood, an ornate full-length mirror with an elaborate golden frame. The glass was pristine, reflecting the anxious faces of the curious explorers. As one of them, a young woman named Emily, approached the mirror, a sudden chill filled the room. The reflection in the mirror was not her own. Instead, Emily saw a ghastly figure standing behind her, its eyes hollow and devoid of life. She stumbled back, her heart pounding. The others rushed to her side, their eyes fixed on the mirror. The figure in the mirror began to move, mimicking Emily's every motion. Panic set in as the group realized they were not alone in the room. The ghostly figure seemed to reach out from the other side, its hand pressing against the cold surface of the glass. Terrified, the friends fled the room, leaving the mansion in haste. But the mirror had marked them, and the unsettling events were only beginning. As the days passed, the friends experienced bizarre occurrences. Shadows moved in the periphery of their vision, and whispers echoed in empty rooms. The mirror had become a gateway, a portal to a realm beyond the living. Late one night, Emily awoke to the sound of footsteps in her room. The air felt heavy, and a pale glow emanated from the mirror. She glanced at it and saw the ghastly figure once more, now standing at the foot of her bed. Its hollow eyes bore into her soul. Unable to tear her gaze away, Emily felt a cold hand on her shoulder. The figure in the mirror extended its arm, reaching out to her. As it did, Emily's reflection began to distort, contorting into a grotesque version of herself. The following morning, Emily appeared visibly changed. Her once vibrant eyes now held a vacant stare, and a haunting smile played on her lips. She seemed disconnected from reality, as if a part of her had been left behind in the mirror's realm. Concerned for their friend, the group decided to confront the mirror once more. They returned to the mansion, determined to break whatever curse had been unleashed. The air inside was thick with an oppressive energy, and the mirror seemed to beckon them. As they stood before it, the room plunged into darkness. The mirror's surface rippled like water, and the ghastly figure emerged, stepping into the room. It spoke with a voice that echoed from the depths of despair, revealing the mirror's secret. "This world and the one beyond are intertwined. I am but a reflection of the pain and sorrow that resides in your hearts. The more you gaze into the mirror, the more you lose of yourselves." The friends watched in horror as the figure reached out to them, its touch sending shivers down their spines. Desperation gripped their hearts as they realized the only way to break the curse was to sever the connection with the mirror. With a collective effort, they turned away, breaking the gaze that held them captive. The room trembled and the mirror's surface cracked, releasing a chilling wail. As the friends hurried out of the mansion, they could feel the weight of the curse lifting. In the aftermath of their harrowing experience, the friends struggled to piece together their lives. Emily, in particular, bore the scars of her encounter with the mirror. Her reflection remained distorted, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked within. Determined to free Emily from the mirror's clutches, the friends sought the guidance of a local historian. Through dusty archives and forgotten tales, they discovered the tragic history of the mansion. Decades ago, a family had lived there, and the mirror had been a cherished heirloom. However, the family had fallen victim to a series of misfortunes. The mirror, once a source of pride, had become a conduit for their anguish. In a fit of despair, the family had performed a forbidden ritual to bind their suffering to the mirror. The friends learned that the only way to break the curse completely was to destroy the mirror. Reluctantly, they returned to the mansion, armed with determination and resolve. As they stood before the mirror, they hesitated, knowing that the path ahead was fraught with peril. With a collective breath, they shattered the mirror into countless shards. A chilling wind swept through the room, carrying with it the anguished cries of the past. The ghastly figure dissipated, and the mansion seemed to exhale a sigh of relief. As the shards of the mirror lay scattered on the floor, the friends felt a weight lift from their shoulders. Emily's reflection slowly returned to normal, and the haunted look in her eyes faded away. The curse was broken, and the mirror's secret was buried in the fragments that now lay before them. Ravenswood, once bound by the sinister legacy of the mirror, began to reclaim its peace. The mansion stood silent, its secrets locked away in the ruins of a shattered mirror. The friends, forever changed by their ordeal, carried with them the knowledge that some reflections were better left undisturbed, for within them lurked the shadows of the past.